What is good, my peoples? This is Kobe2408. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share if you enjoy these videos. Make sure you hit the notification button so you know when I upload new videos or when I'm live streaming. I am currently on the PvE, and this is patch 7.15, which is the Urgot rework patch. I wanted to go over a lot of the buffs. Well, they're very minor buffs that are happening to a lot of champions that just actually went through this morning. And first up, we have Ekko. Now, Ekko is receiving a minor buff on his E. If you don't know what his E is, phase dive. It's right there. The cooldown is being changed from 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 seconds to 9, 8.5, 8, 7.5, and 7 seconds. And it's very minor, these buffs, so I just wanted to go over them. I'm not really happy about the buff to Ekko because I play Ekko, but let's move on to the next champion. Now, Ezreal is receiving a minor buff on his Mystic Shot, which is his Q, which is right here. The cooldown is being lowered from 6.5, 6.5.5, 4.5 to 4.5 seconds at all ranks. Again, it's a very minor buff, but let's move on to the next champion. Now, Gangplank is receiving a minor buff on his passive, Trial by Fire. If you don't know what that is, I will show it to you right here. Every few seconds, his sword catches on fire, and then when he attacks a champion, obviously, that champion catches on fire. That is true damage, by the way, so it's not physical damage or magic damage. It is true damage. So the bonus true damage is being changed from 30, 200 to 45, 215. Very minor, nothing too big, but that's what's going on with Gangplank. Now we have Irelia. Now she's receiving a minor buff on her ultimate, Transcendent Blades, which is right here. She shoots out blades every few seconds. The cooldown is being changed from 110, 85, 60 seconds to 180 and 60 seconds. Again, a very minor buff to Irelia. Now we have Jinx. Now she's receiving a minor buff on her W, which is Zap, which is this spelled right here. The cooldown is being lowered from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 seconds to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 seconds. Very minor, but that's what's going on with Jinx. Now we have Kindred. Now Kindred is receiving a minor buff on her Q, Dance of Arrows. Right there. The damage is being increased from 55, 75, 95, 115, 135 to 65, 85, 105, 125, 145. Again, a very minor buff. And I think this will put Kindred in a better spot, but that's what's going on with Kindred. Now we have Lysandra. Now, Lysandra isn't receiving any buffs to her spells. However, she's receiving a base damage increase from 50.536 to 53. That just means her auto attacks will do a little more damage. She definitely needed her auto attack damage to be buffed. I play this champion all the time and I love playing her, but that's what's going on with Lysandra. Now we have Lux. Now Lux is receiving a minor buff on her Q, which is Light Binding, which is that right there. The cooldown is being lowered from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11 seconds to 13, 12.5, 12, 11.5, and 11 seconds. So she can spam it a little more often, the Q, which is the Light Binding. So that's what's going on with Lux. Now Malphite is receiving a minor buff on his E, which is right here, Ground Slam. The magic damage is being increased from 60, 95, 130, 165, 200, 270, 110, 150, 190, 230. Again, a minor buff to Malphite on his Ground Slam. Now we have Shyvana. Now Shyvana isn't receiving any buffs to her spells. However, she's receiving a buff on her base armor, which is being increased from 27.628 to 30. Not, again, a major buff, but a very, very slight buff to Shyvana. Now we have Sivir. Now Sivir is receiving a pretty big buff on her Q base damage. The physical damage is being increased from 25, 45, 65, 85, 105 to 55, 75, 95, 115, and 135. If you don't know what her Q does, Boomerang Blade, it throws her boomerang thing out, but that's quite a bit of physical damage that's being increased. Now Twisted Fate is not receiving any buffs to his spells. However, he's receiving a base movement speed increase from 330 to 335. 330 is quite low for base movement speed, but 335, I don't know, very minor. I don't like it, but I don't ever play Twisted Fate. So for all you Twisted Fate mains, I don't know if this helps at all. Let me know in the comments below, but that's what's going on with Twisted Fate. Now we have Xerath. Now Xerath is receiving some minor buffs to his W and his ultimate. So his W first, Eye of the Destruction. It is receiving a slight buff to the slow. It's going from 10% to 25%. And then his ultimate, which is Rite of the Arcane, it is receiving a minor buff in damage. The damage is being changed from 200, 230, 260 to 200, 240, 280. And that is what's going on with Xerath. So now we have Zac. Now Zac is receiving some pretty big nerfs. First up is his Q, which is Stretching Strikes. The cost is being increased from 4% of the current health to 8% of the current health. Also, the cooldown is being changed from 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 seconds to 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 seconds. Also, he's receiving a nerf to his W, Unstable Matter. The magic damage is being changed from 30, 45, 60, 75, 90 to 15, 30, 45, 60, 70, 75. Those are pretty big nerfs. He'll probably end up falling out of the top 5 for jungle picks, but that's what's going on with Zac. Last but not least, we have Ziggs. Now he's receiving a minor buff to his W. The cooldown is being changed from 26, 24, 22, 20, 18 to 24, 21, 18, 15, and 12 seconds. If you don't know what his W does, it is his satchel. It's the thing that takes towers very quickly. It also helps him escape or stun champions. But that's what's going on right now in patch 7.15. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Very minor buffs to a lot of champions and a huge nerf to Zac. So again, I think he's going to fall out of the top 5 champions to be picked. He's also probably not going to be ban worthy anymore just because he's receiving some pretty big nerfs. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm Kobe2408. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. And thank you for watching, and you guys stay awesome, my friends, and I'm out. Peace!